There were no words, only tears of joy. It's the hug that Silvia Beatriz Córdoba wishes she could have given her daughter 36 years ago.
I've been waiting my whole life to find my mother.
Alisa Claire Cohen grew up in the United States with her adoptive parents. Cohen says they were always forthcoming about her adoption and the country she came from.
And the story that I was told was that my family had essentially never meant to keep me.
But she says she always wondered if she had truly been abandoned, as her adoption documents state. She contacted Chilean authorities in February to ask for help in finding her biological parents. She got the answer she was hoping for. Her biological parents were still alive and very eager to meet her. Her biological mother says she never intended to give her up for adoption.
No, nunca, jamás. Inclusive yo le tenía hasta a Moisés, se lo hice yo, se lo hice. Cuando quedé embarazada, que supe que tenía como 3 meses.
Córdoba says she had a very difficult labor and nearly died.
La vi cuando nació nomás, pero pues ya no la vi más, pues sí, yo estuve hospitalizada como 3, 4 meses más o menos.
During that time, she, her husband, and other members of the family asked employees at the state-run hospital about their daughter, but they never saw her again. Chile was living under the military dictatorship of Augusto Pinochet, and Córdoba and her family feared that asking too many questions would put them in danger.
With the politics at the time and adoption not being regulated until years after I was adopted, and even looking at the social worker who processed my adoption, there are a lot of things, elements of it that were just incomplete and inconsistent with what I was told.
Chilean government officials today say there were so many questionable adoptions back then that authorities now have a name for babies like Alisa. They're called children of silence. They're babies who were taken away from their biological parents in the 70s and 80s, in many cases without their consent or knowledge, and given to adopted parents. Those children are now in their 30s and 40s and are asking questions about their origins and about a secret that was kept from them for 4 decades. CNN has documented several cases of adoptions like these, including that of Travis Tolliver, who was also raised by American adoptive parents and didn't meet his biological mother until he was 41 years old.
I was wanted, I wasn't given up willingly like, I thought for all these years. So that makes my heart feel wonderful.
In 2015, Chilean authorities named a special prosecutor to begin investigating a list of these so-called irregular adoptions, a list that is reported to include nearly 600 families. Constanza del Rio heads an organization that helps families find each other and has an even larger list.
We have 3,000 people that are looking for them. These are adopted people and families that are looking for these babies that were stolen from them.
She says during those decades there were entire mafias stealing babies from impoverished families to profit from their sale, while the Pinochet government looked the other way or simply ignored victims.
Who is responsible for this? Doctors, midwives, and social assistants that were looking for poor people to steal their kids, because we need to understand that these kids were sold. This is not for good. Wasn't for a good thing. They were a mafia selling babies to the outside Chile.
There will always be unanswered questions. The hospital where Alisa Claire Cohen was born no longer exists, and the same goes for the adoption agency. For now, it doesn't matter.
How do you feel right now?
Happy, very happy.
Her adoptive parents passed away a few years ago, so she says her Chilean family and an adopted sister are all she's got.
My mom, this is my family. I think it's you always want to know where you came from.
Neither one of them speaks the other's language, but the love between a mother and her child, they say, knows no barriers. Rafael Romo, CNN, Santiago, Chile.